Hey everyone, it's Joel from the Fun Pimps, and here we are with Alpha 16 Q&A with Mad Mole, Volume 12. Or C, Mad Mole, will we be able to replace the MP40 on the turret with a shotgun, sawed shotgun, pistols, revolvers, crossbow, etc.? And will we have to load them with ammo for shooting? The plan right now, which might change for Alpha 17, but for 16, you're just going to craft or buy or whatever. We haven't even decided that yet. The auto turret, and it'll probably shoot the 9mm ammo. We got rid of 10mm ammo and MP5s, and the pistol now share the same ammo type, so there's less useless ammo and more ammo that's usable right now. So that said, yeah, you're just going to craft that one turret. Later on, we'll add new turrets like shotgun turrets, rocket launcher turrets, grenade launcher turrets, whatever we deem cool and helpful and fun and so on and so forth. And will we have to load them with ammo? Yes. You open them up, and there's like 3 slots in there, and you put the ammo in, and it will do its thing. That's about it. Guppy Kerr, can we steal the turrets with a wrench like workbenches? Most likely. I mean, I can't see placing it and not being able to move it around, so that would probably happen. I don't know. We need to come up with something else besides that, but I don't know. It kind of works, but we'll talk about that more later. Horst, all the new blocks and relevated improvements will mining SI and terrain blocks, blah, 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 get attention. No. Survival. First of all, thanks for doing this. Are there any plans to ever add trains, minecarts, and whatever that word is? Plans, no. Discussions, yes. Designs, yes. We've got, I don't know if you'd call it a train, but we've got a moving part system that we've kind of done some design work on, where you hook power up to it, and there would be nodes. You connect the nodes with wire, and then you would be able to travel between the nodes on some kind of platform or cart or however we decide to do that. But that's probably down the road, not going to happen for A16. KY coal miner. That sounds kind of gross. Tomahawks. What about adding tomahawks? It's just no value in that. Sorry, man. Hellfox. I mean, we already have an axe and a stone axe. How many axes can a guy use? I'd rather have new features and new things. That's just me, though. Hellfox. Concerning the paint tool, can we as a server add our own textures to the game for players to paint their base with, or would they have to download the textures first? A, no, you can't do that, and B, if you could do that, they would have to download it. So there's no infrastructure for anything like that. So yeah, down the road, we've already kind of got a plan for mods and whatnot, so we'll see if we can move to a newer version of Unity, which I'm installing right here. That's what this slow ass thing is. Copying that project over to try out with a new Unity. Yeah, then we might be able to do it. Might be able to get rid of atlases, which would be awesome, because it has support for texture arrays, which I believe would just kind of build an atlas dynamically. So if that was possible, then you guys could add your own textures, and maybe they could be downloaded and streamed from the server. I don't know. We're a ways off from stuff like that. So moving along. Silver Classic. Hey, Mad Mole, first time poster. What do you think about adding a lantern that would cast a bigger and wider light? I think it would slow the game down. The lights are tuned. I mean, we have that huge spotlight. It's pretty big and bright. I don't know. But yeah, lights are expensive, so we keep them dim so you guys don't have 2 frames a second. Muncher Mans, have you considered having whole intact guns with broken parts in them instead of loot of separate gun parts? You know, it's, yeah, you're cute with your whole little comment here, but it's a simulation. What good, you know, you find a gun and you scrap it and get one good part out of it. What's the difference? We're saving you the step of hitting scrap and getting the broken part, or getting the one good part out of it. I mean, I just don't see what value that would add, adding a whole gun that doesn't work, which would confuse people, and then, you know, and then you scrap it, you get the same result. You still have a part. So, you know, is it really fun crafting sharp sticks? No, it wasn't. We took it out. Would it be fun finding a whole gun? Maybe it would be more immersive, but at the end of the day, you have to hit scrap, retrieve the good gun part out of it, and then you know, and then maybe you know what you got. You have to wait, take it to a workbench. Maybe, I don't know. It feels kind of like it was slow. It's just adding layers of clunk to the game without really adding any value. So we've extrapolated it to, yes, you did find a whole gun, but this is the only thing good out of it was this one barrel or one hand grip. So Dark Fox, hey Mad Mole, great game. You guys have built, love it. Thank you. Will there be any different variations of POIs? Different layouts so they all feel authentic and new, and maybe more variety with the types of buildings there are. Kind of looks icing on the cake. Actually, yeah, I'm going to show you guys some pretty amazing stuff. The painting is taking POIs to a whole new level. So in the next preview video, I'm going to show you guys some new POIs, and I'm blown away seeing, you know, the creativity here and what painting has done. There's a lot of guys. I read some bullshit comments, you know, on the blog, and, you know, screw you guys who say, yeah, we want this, we want that, painting sucks, or what, you know, what good is it? Well, what good is it? You guys don't know what you're talking about. It's freaking awesome. As a designer, you guys are going to get all these amazing POIs, you know, where it was impossible to, you'd have to add millions of block IDs, and then building with a specific block was a pain in the butt. So let me just put it in layman's terms. Your POIs are going to be amazing. There's going to be, each POI can feel unique now. There's all kinds of free block IDs. We cleaned up over 400 old blocks that were just the same block with a different texture on a certain side, so that we could put drywall on the inside. Oh, there's a drywall inside corner. Here's the same thing with stucco on the outside and this texture on the inside, so on and so forth. You get my point. It made the block menu a big cluttered mess, and, you know, it made it impossible to really make anything that unique, because it was a pain in the butt building all those blocks. So, I mean, basically you guys are getting literally millions of new blocks added, any block you desire, because, and literally millions of combinations are possible now with all the new shapes and all the new textures that you can paint a POI with, and just the cool things that are possible, which I will show you guys Saturday, and I think everybody will be on board with painting. Yeah, you can paint your fort, but that's not the main point. The main point is us developers can really make nicer looking POIs. So that's the big, and the UVs are fixed, and just a lot of stuff, and big curves, and just a lot more cool things are possible. So we're taking it to the next level. I think if you know, if Minecraft ever makes a sequel, they're going to copy this feature. I guarantee it. That's how damn awesome it is. Gamada, hey Mad Mole, I was wondering if ground textures could be painted over frames so that you could make a secret entrance to your base by making a tunnel and covering the frame using whatever texture the ground is. No, I mean, we could make some textures that are close, you know, and maybe it would kind of blend in a little better. Yeah, I haven't done any camo textures yet, and I was planning on doing that, and maybe we can add a few leaf textures or whatever that blend in with the ground. So, you know, that might work. Well, I think there's already a few textures anyway that we use on curbs and stuff that are not actually terrain, but yeah, that could work. So All right, my copy's done. I'm gonna take a little break, get that other step going. J Money, how would you feel about having brass knuckles to the game? Yeah, I think that would be all right. Pork chop. Hey, Mad Mole, what do you think of the idea of distraction items like throwable road flares? Yeah, I'm all for that. I was just thinking about that actually a few weeks ago. So we need more of that. Robo-Man 54. Good day, Mad Mole. Come across many caves that are flooded with water, and since electricity is being added, I was wondering if you guys could add bilge pumps so we could pump the water out of these caves. Huh. I don't know. That sounds like a pretty big thing for something. I don't know. I know you can clean them out by putting gravel in place of it, and then taking the gravel out, I think. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I think we're planning a water overhaul, so until that's done, we're not going to add anything that would break because of the new, the new water code. So first thing is to get the water decent. Odetta, when do you guys think you will improve these awesome atmospheric effects again? Most memorable seeds I've played were in a game. I don't recall what are the two. Oh boy, I don't know. We'll look at these later. Let me look real quick. That stuff's still in the game. I don't know what game you've been playing. I think that maybe they're broken on a Deddy. I don't know, or maybe you're playing on a modded server. But from what I've seen, the weather effects are still fine, and that's what that Sharknado was actually. It was we're redesigning the effect system so that it's always playing everywhere in the biome versus I kind of hacked that in a long time ago. Basically, I think Chris put in the ability to play a particle effect on a block, so I just attached the weather effects to a tree stump. So maybe somebody mined the tree stump, and that's why the weather's not showing up on your server anymore. But yeah, it's kind of hacky. So we have a procedural way to add it now in Alpha 16, and that's what that Sharknado on the blog was basically showing off the system and what it can do. So yeah, it's gonna probably run better and look better. So yeah, all that stuff's coming, and you should see it everywhere in the biome now versus only in the specific spots where it was randomly placed, because all those tree stumps are just randomly put in, and you could get 2 or 3 of them close together by random accident. That's the way the random gods roll things, and then you would have lag or not get any at all, and you don't have anything. So it wasn't the best way, but it was better than nothing at the time. So yeah, those should be back, and if they're not, if they're broken or whatever right now, all that'll be back in A16. Sills, congratulations, Fun Pimps, your latest alpha. Last video, I see a lot of good stuff coming. One thing that is bothering me is roads. They appear to be misshapen and mismatched all throughout the video. Some of them are flat and appear to look like the ground painted like roads. Also seeing roads were crossing over water where a bridge would be better, in my humble opinion. Is there going to be an improvement on the roads? I hope so. I mean, Robert's aware of it, and he's supposed to be working on it. So we're all hoping to fix those, the seams and make the roads look a little bit better. Especially, we've got time yet. We're still working, so hopefully, yeah, we'll see some improvements. Lancer Knight, what is it for? Mad Mole, I know you said you guys at Fun Pimps won't be making any changes to the weapons, so my cue is, what is the space below the spot to put the flashlight onto most of the guns? Because it's to keep me from thinking something is going to be added to the weapons every time I go build a gun or put a better... Oh, that's an expansion for a second attachment at some point. So, it might get used, it might not. I don't know where you thought I said that, we're done with guns, but we're not done with guns. So, in fact, there's probably some heavy changes coming to them. and I don't know when though, but we've had some pretty good discussions about it. So I don't know. So I guess don't worry. That's all I can say. We're not finished. Alexander, hi TFP. As always, thanks for doing the great work you do. Last time I asked about adding treasure or a stack of cash blocks as a decoration item for vault rooms. You said you might look into it later for the Duke. My question this time is, could we maybe have the silver, gold, or diamond ore blocks have their own textures and a recipe to turn nuggets into said block? Right now they all share the same mineable block texture. No, not really, because dude, that's like a 1024 or a 2048 texture, and we can't really kill the game just to add something. I mean, it's fine that there's only one. Yeah, I don't know. If you make them different sized, I don't know. It screws up the damn texturing. They don't tile right into the next one, or it'll pick a random size and it messes all up the tiling. So they all have to be big, or we shrink them all, and then all the terrain looks like crap. So it's just not. I'm not willing to sacrifice They ought to be bigger than they are. I'd rather all the ground textures be 2048 and not 1024. But they all have to be the same size. So adding two more, that would just inflate the texture memory a lot, and we're just not willing to do that. It's okay that it's just, hey, this is the magic block. What you get, who knows what you're going to get from it. It doesn't matter that you might get diamonds, you might get silver, you might get some gold, but I think it's okay that there's only one jackpot block. Vagrant. Thanks for this beast of a game, Fun Pimps. Question: will there be anything more to hunting, like leveling up a skill called the Hunter, giving players more meat and animal hide when dressing? Making the dead come and eat your kill when it runs off wounded. I just love the immersion, and hunting is one of the things I love doing the most. Actually, we're changing harvest. Basically, I don't remember the decision, so I'm not even going to tell you what it is because I might have it wrong. But it's something like you're going to get more stuff. So there's going to be something that's better that allows you to get greater harvest yields. Because I like to build castles and huge projects like that, and I don't want to grind a month of real time just to build a small fort. In a month, I should have a massive castle that I'm proud of and it's finished. That's playing, 3 to 7 hours a night, hardcore, 7 days a week. And in a month's time, I expect to be able to complete a huge project, a large castle. And I was unable to do that, so I was kind of disappointed. So, and before it was always break the block, and that's the only way you can get more resources is to increase the damage. Well, I don't think that's a good idea. So I think we're going to do, the more quality the weapon has, it was that, or there's a skill or something. I don't remember all the decisions. Gaz knows more details. But basically, yeah, I think, an auger is going to give you guys tons of resources, and so is the chainsaw. It might not do much more damage, but you're going to end up getting lots of resources from those two. And steel weapons would be pretty good too. Something like that. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know all the exact details. We're still working on it, but yeah. So you're going to be able to get more meat from something. I'm not sure, but we're working on all that. Dan LW. What's up, Dan? You look like you're smoking a cigar and having a drink. Hope you're enjoying yourself in that picture. Will game stages ramp up in difficulty until the game becomes impossibly hard? It would be cool if players could complete quests to reduce their game stage without dying. Killing the local behemoth or locking down a leaky nuclear reactor comes to mind. I don't know. I mean, that's an interesting concept. I don't know if it'll become impossibly hard. I mean, Things are going to ramp up and get harder, though. I mean, that's for sure. So, yeah, I don't know. That's a fine balance between, do we want to, I mean, how much fun is it to rebuild half your base if it got blown up, you know? I think we'll have to play around with it. It might have to, like, if you after the behemoth comes and you get wrecked, maybe it'll drop your game stage significantly. And until you kind of you're successful for a while and have rebuilt things, you're killing zombies, you haven't died for several weeks. Maybe it'll take 2 months of in game before it's ramped up to that behemoth stage again. So something like that could work. Reducing your stage, yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting concept, though. We'll have to talk about it. Snipes, hey Mad Mole, due to a YouTuber, it was revealed that there is no need for a mining helmet or any other light if you turn your gamma up to 200%. I've seen a lot of people do this to avoid the mining helmet bug, where the light shows that it is on to other players, even when it is actually off. Would it be possible to lower the max gamma from 200% to 100% in the video options to keep night realism of needing a light of some sort? Oh, man. I don't know. I'm more, that sounds like a PvP thing, and I'm not into PvP too much anymore. Well, I was hardcore PvP back in the day, but when you get old, you don't need the stress of that. You don't need the bullshit. So I don't know. I can't. I mean, I don't even use gamma. I like it black. I like to be scared. I'm playing this game. I'm practically role playing, these kind of games a little bit. It's like I like it to be hard. And there's going to be people that are gonna cheat. They're going to turn their monitor up. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. You're never going to stop it. So all we're going to do by doing that is ruining a feature for some folks that have really dark monitors and have bad eye vision and they can't see. So we can't just, people are going to cheat. They're going to do these things. They're going to have texture packs that have glowing textures so they can see. They're going to have all these things. So you can't stop it. There's nothing you can do about it. So just enjoy your life and play your game and don't worry about all these other guys. And if they want their game to look like shit and turn the gamma up to 200% and be playing something that looks like trash, let them. I don't, it's just not, I'm not into that. Just play single player and forget about it. Play co-op with your friends on a private server. Screw those guys that play like that, It's just not, I don't know, I just can't see, going to an effort to, I don't know. When we are into PvP, I might change my mind, or somebody else will have the idea, and I don't give a crap. If they want to nerf it, they can. I keep my gamma on default, and I have a really nice monitor, and my black is black. So I'm an artist. I know what black is, and my black is black. So I like everything. I know what a good picture looks like, and I have a really nice picture on my screen. So I see people with their gamma jacked up. I'm like, dude, what did you do to your game? Oh my God, turn that down, turn it off. You just ruin, they ruin it. If you want to, I don't know. I was against putting any gamma in if you really want, but that's not me as a PvPer. That's me as an artist, because the game looks like crap and you turn the gamma up. But yeah, I guess I'll try 200%. I'll look at it, and if it seems extreme, but maybe on a crappy monitor, 200% is needed. So, or people with poor eyesight, I don't know. All right, enough. I've spent too much time talking about that. Let's keep going here. Nefer Pitu. That is some name. All right. Hello, Mad Mole. Thank you guys for the great game. My question is, as we saw in the preview number 6, you said you were in the capture studio for player animations. In that video, you showed us only the female run. Can you please let us know what new about that? It's been 3 months from the preview 6, and you never talked about player animations. We're working on it. Question 2, you don't get a question 2. One question, dude. Mad Mole, my first Q&A. I hope you answered my question. Oh, no, I won't do that. I'll do this. I'm not being a jerk, but we can't spend all night doing this. I got work going on here. You see this? This is my time. That runs out. You guys are finished. No, I'm kidding. But no, when that's done, I got to do some work. But, the question is, with the new skill system, all right, you already lost me with that because I don't know much about this stuff anymore. I'm not balancing the game anymore. Thank God. I have a little input. I do some of it, but I'm not in there doing the heavy crunching anymore. Gaz is doing all that. Will the player still be able to level up the natural progressive way? Or is that going to be completely scrapped for the perk system? I.e., are you adding perks on top of 1 to 100 leveling? Or replacing one? Dude, I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for that. I mean, you're gonna gain skills. Your action skills are still there, so you're still killing zombies and gaining action skills. All we took out was crafting skill points. So you buy your craft points and you just play the game, and there's no more grinding. So that's my best answer. Slay more. Hey, Mad Mole, first, big thanks. And for those of us playing co-op, can we get an option on storage containers to be unlocked for allies? We've had players accidentally lock a cabinet, and then we have to figure out who owns it and have them log in to unlock it. Pain in the rear when you have all your fuel in there. Just break it and then make a new cabinet. No, I know what you mean. That happened. I was playing one time with Pocket Ninja, and she locked the door. I had to I almost had it chopped my way out of the fort, and then she finally logged in and unlocked it or whatever. But yeah, actually that's all coming with the land claim overhaul. I'm not sure. I doubt we'll make that into 16, but we're gonna overhaul the land claim, and it's gonna kind of be big, and you're gonna basically be able to manage everything from your land claim, like ownership levels and, basically all kinds of stuff. So I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm not going to talk any more about it. I've already said too much. Eternal 793. Is it possible that we'll see a tough hunter enemy such as a Wendigo in future updates? This could be fast, strong, and tough to kill enemy that lives in caves. I don't know about, something like that. We've got bears, and we've got zombie bears, and we've got ferals. Those are fast and dangerous. We've got all kinds of ferals now. So, and we got the radiated guys. So, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna really need that with all those things coming to get you. Creator. Some furnishings you'd find in most homes are still conspicuously absent, such as clothing racks and closets, china cabinets, computers, wall-mounted lights, and more. We've got a ticket for this. China, no, we're not doing china cabinets. This is a voxel game, and everything's blocky, and that level of detail, it's not gonna make it into this game. We've got enough fight trying to get. But we've got something cool I'm going to show you guys this weekend. It's going to blow your mind. Something that's been on the we want list for a long time, and it kind of goes in this category a little bit, but it's bigger, a lot bigger. So that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, we're always trying to add more detail. Lights, like sconces. We've got some wall-mounted lights. I don't know exactly what you're on about. Clothing racks, yeah, maybe. I was talking about that. Be all right, but it's kind of everything adds expands. But I don't know. We'll see. Got to make more room. I have a new feature I'm going to show you guys. It's making more room, and it's going to be awesome. And I'll show you that on Saturday. Or when I get to it. I don't want to book my Saturday. Maybe I don't want to make a video Saturday. I might wait till Sunday. Sometimes I don't feel like it. You know, it's like, yeah, I'm going to do this video on Saturday. Saturday rolls around. I'm like, man, fuck those guys. I'm done. I'm done. I need some time off. I already killed it all week. I don't want to do a video. No, that's not what I say. No, but you know, life happens, and sometimes I don't always have the time, or you know, or something's broken. You know, you guys wonder where the video are. Just blame it on the programmers. Something's broke. I can't make a video. It's broke. I'm yelling at everybody on Skype. Give me some stuff. You know, hammering on my keyboard. And yeah, it's not even done yet. So that's how it is. Let's see. I'm lost. First, I have to say I love the game. Now the question: what do you think about having binoculars that can be used to mark distant POIs on the map? Climb a mountain, see some interesting POIs. You mark those POIs later, and go explore the city. I don't know. I'm thinking that's an interface. That would be kind of weird. But, you know, you can look at it. You can look at your map, and you can kind of roughly mark where you think it is. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Kingslayer. What's up, Kingslayer GM? What's up, Mad Mole? Your last video looks awesome AF. What does that mean? I feel like a dummy because I don't know what awesome AF stands for. All right. How about rendering players that are walking on the distant terrain? Oh my God, you're crazy. No, we can't do that. It would be too much fun, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think players are built into the chunks, so I mean, you're getting into Rust and probably Arc territory here. You know, we'd have to kill the voxel terrain to be able to pull that off. You know, and I think everybody likes digging and mining too much. But you know, we've talked about that. Maybe the next game might not be 7 days. Might be another game we're doing if and when we get around to it. Get rid of the voxel terrain, and then we could do a lot more. We could have more enemies. We could have no lag on the network. We could have 1,000 zombies on the screen. Probably be worth it. What do you guys think of that? Yay or nay? Is that a good trade? Get rid of mining and just have static terrain. You still be able to have fully destroyable world and, you know, fully buildable world. You just couldn't dig in the ground anymore. But no mining. But you get 1,000 zombies on the screen. You get better networking. You get 60, 100 players. What do you think of that? Is that worth the trade? Let me know in the comments. All right, Unholy Joe, hey buddy. Mad Mole, greetings to you and the entire hard-working team. I seen in your last video, fog is more prevalent. You gave us distant terrain, so will the fog burn off? Because I'm hoping it's just work in progress, maybe. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, now I forgot. I don't think, maybe I stretched it out. I don't know. Are you talking about Alpha 16? You talking about distant terrain is going to help much from a mountaintop if, say, half a mile out is foggy and we can't see anymore. Yeah, I see what you mean. We'll have to look at that. I haven't even noticed, so that'll be something. You know, I'm sure when I'm testing, I'll be like, "Oh, it's too foggy. Get in there and I'll fix it." Cigar. Hey, Mad Bull, will there ever be offline multiplayer mode like mine? How the hell do you have offline multiplayer? I don't even know what that is. This would allow being able to play while on holiday places with no overpriced paid Wi-Fi. You can play the game already. It's just you just can't play online. You can play a single-player game with no internet connection. I think it'll just say Steam just says we can't find a connection. Would you want to play offline? And I don't know. Oh, good old LAN play. I don't know about that. I have no idea about our networking and any of that. John Dillinger. Hey, dude. That was an old outlaw back in the day. I remember him. Hey, Mad Mole and TFP. Great work. Thank you for taking the time to do these Q&As. My dad and I love the game. We play every day. Awesome. Question is, have you considered legendary recipes like a Cantana? That would require massive resources to get. Like 100 coal, 100 clay, 1,000 iron, blah, 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 blah. Actually, we're talking about doing legendary. We were talking about legendary items or legendary attributes and quality, and we're talking about increasing the the purple items cost more to craft than the brown. I mean, it's higher quality. You would have to throw out more. You'd waste more materials making that perfect one. Basically, it's kind of like, I think it stops. It always makes that purple a lot more valuable. If it costs a lot more to craft. So we're talking about making the base recipe, kind of be for brown, and then everything else is magnified using that same recipe. So that being said, legendary stuff you'll probably be find and loot or buy from a trader. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know about players crafting legendary stuff, but yeah, I see what you mean here though. So yeah, maybe. Legion Pete, the medical skill seems to be a much underused skill. Is there any reason why all the other items in the game have a quality level but not medicine? Will that skill ever get fleshed out to the point where a person could basically be a doctor for a team and then make the medicine to apply? Yeah, it needs fleshed out bad. I'll just say that. Yes, it's not done. We need to flesh it out so it's a lot more viable skill with a rich and rewarding upgrade path, so it's a work in progress, and until we get more attributes, to manipulate, then we can have more ailments, and then of course the medical skill comes into play then. So we just don't have enough attributes on players to manipulate. All we have is health and stamina and a little bit of wellness. So we need a little more to work with to come up with some more interesting diseases and debuffs so that the doctor's skills can be more effective and more fleshed out in the perk tree. Jay Charms, no legs. Hey, Mad Mole, absolutely love the game. Can we get legs for our characters when we look down? No. It's too much work, too much headache, too much clipping. I don't know how those other guys do it. They're AAA and we're not. So I think we had legs, and it was just too many clipping bugs, and we just like, screw it, let's just do hands. So that was done. The hands are pretty good. They're animated, and we're not. I just don't think we're going to add feet. So, Mad Mole, as an artist, on what aspect of the aesthetics of the game has it been most rewarding to work? I don't know. I kind of have fun working on all of it, but I would have to probably, I've made most of the block textures, and I'd have to say that, that, and lately I've been doing a lot of. I've only had a Cintiq for not even a year yet, but I started doing, getting into the drawing, and I paint a lot of stuff at night for fun and trying to improve as an artist, and I'm enjoying, making concepts for designs. Even they're not great drawings. I don't finish them. They're just sketches and just roughs. But it's nice, because it sells an idea well, and it gives the modeler, something to go by, so that there's no, it bridges that gap. You know, I can sit there, like, it's just like the YouTube, you know, what this has done for the community. Like, you know, originally I would spend hours, you know, click and reply and type every day answering questions, and people didn't understand it, you know. But as soon as I started showing stuff in videos, oh, they could see it, they could hear it, and I'm explaining it to them. It's like inviting you guys into my office, you know, and you guys could see everything like you're right here and I'm talking to you, which is really cool. So it's kind of like that, you know. So um, yeah, hold on. So yeah, you know, basically is kind of like you know, creating the art, you know, for all the textures has been pretty rewarding, and you know, but yeah, selling an idea to the team and then, you know, giving the artist a concept sketch, you know, and then see the 3D model be built, you know, how I kind of drew the rough, you know. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I guess, you know, and I guess the most rewarding part is, you know, we're not wasting time. You know, if you just give somebody a, hey, make me a gun. Well, what kind of gun? Oh, I don't know. Maybe, you know, kind of like an MP5, and it's got, but kind of homemade looking or whatever, you know. And one guy might modify it with bits of metal and make, you know, coffee cans, and the next guy might modify it with the other gun parts. You know, you could come up with 1,000 different iterations doing it that way and not like any of them. So drawing the concept and people, and then seeing it, you know, seeing something go from, you know, a meeting and some words into, you know, a rough sketch and then a final concept that everybody likes, and then see it get done quickly with the first version. Everybody likes it because they like the concept. You know, it just works really well. So I guess that's probably one of the more rewarding aspect for me. Um, nice cup of tea. The paint system is looking great. Is there any chance of implementing a similar system to let players dye clothing and or armor into a variety of color or patterns? Not yet, but with the new feature I'm going to show you guys Saturday, it kind of lets the cat out of the bag. It's kind of a coloring system we put in that works for entities and items. So yeah, it's paving the way for that. So we're not going to have that yet, but something like that will be very easily done soon. Closed. All right, Roland, we're closed for the day. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and check out the next preview video this weekend. Mad Mole out.